How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the mountains by myself doing some trout fishing. I don't really know how I'm gonna do. This place I'm at right now hasn't been stocked in a week and a half. I think I looked at it before I lost service, so I don't know if I'm gonna catch a fish, but hoping so. But I'm just here by myself. Just decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna bring my camera out here, see what I can do. Just brought a couple baits with me, have my vest, and we're just gonna walk down through here, see what we can do, or walk up. It's a pretty popular place for people to fish. A lot of people fish here, but I'm gonna try it myself before my dad gets up here later. We're gonna drive back to where our cabin's at. So I'm gonna try this place by myself for a little bit. We'll go from there. So thank you guys for watching ID Outdoors. We appreciate it. Hope this is a good one. Hooked up with a trout here. Ooh, not a bad one. Oh, I barely got this one hooked. Oh my gosh. That's a nice rainbow. I'll show you guys it. Whew. That's a good colored rainbow. Another beautiful West Virginia rainbow. Second cast in this hole, actually. I'll show you guys a little bit what I'm throwing here. Absolute stud. Love these colors of these rainbows. The DNR's doing a pretty good job this year. Put some good colors in. Send that guy home. It's a good one. All right, so there's a little cut here, undercut underneath this where this water's rolling in here. What I'm throwing here is something that I've been using a lot recently, is this Trout salmon egg flavored, just power bait trout, whatever, trout bait, salmon egg flavored. Just taking a little scoop out of there, little scoop, just enough to cover my hook. Since I catch and release fish, I use tiny hooks, so I can hook them right away. As soon as they bite down on it, they usually goes in their upper lip or on the side of their mouth. Pretty simple. Just take a little bit of it, roll it into a ball, cover that hook. I'm using 2 split shots, and that's all my setup is right now. I only cast it in there once, and we caught one, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna keep on doing this, see if we can catch a couple more. All right, guys, we are hooked up with another one. 2 casts in a row. It's pretty sweet. They have not stocked this particular river in about a week and a half, so it's actually really interesting, because man, this is another rainbow. I was wondering if I should even come out here or not, and all of a sudden I just walked down near this one hole and catch some nice rainbows. So I was gonna film that nice release, but he jumped out of my hand, so that's awesome. But I'm gonna throw it out there again. I actually have to tie another hook. I dropped that hook when he jumped out of my hand, so gonna throw it out there again. I'm guessing this little section they stocked here that's full of some rainbows, but that's pretty cool. I didn't even expect to go down here and catch anything. I was like, well, I have a free day, might as well walk down to the river. That's how I like to do it right there. Nice and easy. You see, like, I'm using some really small hooks here. This is the easiest way to do it. No barbs on it besides the main one right there on the hook, but it's gonna be some fun. I have a really good feeling about the rest of today. So, a little bit about this hole. You guys have seen this in many episodes here. This clay slide runs right down into it, and this deep hole, it gets constantly churned out by the water coming down through there. Now, they'll stock them up here above it, and these fish will wash down through here. And of course, there's native brooks in here as well, which are few and far between, because people are starting to keep them, which that's why I always practice catch and release. But this hole down through here comes down, and it's a little bit more up on the bank, that hole is, but I can't really fish from this side, which is okay. But I'm doing okay with casting over there. It's only about 40 yards, 30, 40 yards. But up there in that channel where it's more like the slide goes up that way, that's where I've caught a lot of fish over there. So we might have to walk all the way around the river or go back and get some waders on. Really good hole up in there. It's just this trout just get caught up in there. It's real easy for them to hang out in there, and you can go in there and catch them pretty good. But I'm catching them here pretty good, so this is only like my 4th cast. Pretty sweet. So I just started throwing it over there in that channel. I had to move on the other side of these little rocks here, and oh my, we got one. We're hooked up. Jesus, trout! Did you guys see that trout jump? Holy crap! So there are trout over there in that channel. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. We're right back over to these rocks we were at earlier. Another rainbow. These rainbows are loaded in here pretty nice. Got a fighter. This guy, he's barely hooked. He's fighting for his life. Oh, look at that. Speaking of barely hooked, he was barely hooked. Oh my gosh, guys. I might. Okay, he's right in between these rocks. I'm gonna see if I can get him. Oh, awesome. That's 3 trout, all 3 rainbows in just one little hole here. And I've been in the cast probably like 6 or 7 times, and they haven't stalked in a week and a half. So this is a lesson to everyone. Just don't follow a stalk trail. Go out and hit some rivers. God, got a bug on my eye. But go out and hit some rivers, because it's a good time of year. Most of these rivers have been stocked since January. Not all the fish get caught, and there's already not a whole lot of trout fishermen in the state anymore. By the end of the year, people go on and do other things. They got kids and stuff. But this is a perfect example. This hole, this stream hadn't been stocked in about a month and a half. Not a month and a half, a week and a half. So, I mean, it could end up getting stocked later today. Who knows? But hadn't been stocked today. I have a whole stream myself, and this is a good example on why you should go out no matter the stock report or not, because if it's been stocked, there's still fish in there, and not everyone catches them. And there's a lot of people I know that are doing catch and release, even in rivers where you can catch and keep. So it's just a good practice, because when you catch and release, use little hooks, throw them back, get easier on the fish. You can catch a lot of fish throughout the year and not have to worry about the stock truck. So it's a win-win. One tip I could give about fishing holes are, you've already pulled some fish out of there, so you figure there's probably more in there. It's always good to jig your power bait, shrimp egg, trout magnet. Jig it around to get a little bit, make it look like there's a little bit of life in there. So when you throw it out there and you've already spooked some fish, you reeled a couple in, released some, they came back in the hole, you know, the rest of the fish could be spookish. Now that means they're probably a little aggravated as well. There's some, to a certain extent, you can aggravate them a little bit more by jigging that bait around, and it just makes them want to attack it. So we're going to throw some power bait back out there. We're going to see if we can jig one in here into biting this and aggravate it a little bit, and see what will happen. So, like I said, I'm covering the hook just barely. I mean, you can see the hook right there. Just enough to cover the hook will do the job. Okay, we're hooked up to something here. Oh my gosh, it's a gold. I caught a gold. Oh, it's the ugliest little thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. Look at that little goldie. That's pretty sweet. Oh, that's really cool. I haven't caught a gold since just around the gold rush time, and I mean, that's pretty sweet. I thought I saw one out there earlier, but that one's pretty cool. That one's little, but I mean, he's a little thing, but he's pretty cool. All right, everybody, we're gonna send this little goldie back. There he goes. Beautiful fish, beautiful. Right over the, oh, look at him swimming. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's swimming right over that slide. That's pretty cool. Yeah, these fish are pretty powerful, even the little ones in here. That's awesome. I didn't even expect to catch gold. I was like, man, there's got to be more rainbows in there. But pretty cool. You guys, I don't know if you guys saw that, but it's barely hooked in the lip. That's perfect. I like to put these golds back in here. Man, it's already been a good day. I'm excited. I'm excited. Dawson's not here, so we're actually going on a trip. Actually, 2 days from now, we're gonna go film some cool episodes, some places we've never been, some secret places that 90% of the trout fishermen in the state don't even know of. We're gonna go down there and try to make a couple videos, but for right now, I'm just gonna keep fishing here. This is all that matters to me. I am gonna throw a shrimp egg just to see what's out there. I've switched up my power bait, gonna give it a little break, see what I catch on these shrimp eggs. See, these shrimp eggs, they're a little hard to hold the hook up and cover it, but it does its job. You can kind of mess with it a little bit, but just keep going with it, see what happens. These fish have kind of slowly stopped biting since I pulled that gold out of there, which in all reality is okay, because I didn't even expect to catch anything. I'm glad I talked myself into bringing my camera down here, so that's always great. But some other holes down through this river where they stocked a week and a half ago, and I'm gonna go down there and see what we can do. I might go up, I don't know, we're just kind of taking it one day at a time here, just trying to see what we can do. It's really hard to fish these little riffles down through here. There's so many rocks, you gotta jig it through there, make sure. But cast out there one more time. They're saying keep on going down or up. I'm fishing off this cliff here because I thought I saw a trout, and I threw it off this cliff at a pretty good angle. And look at this, it's too dark in here. Look at this minnow that I caught and this creek chub. Look at the barnacles or whatever these things are on it. It's pretty freaking disgusting. I have them hooked right in the lip too. I was so disappointed. I thought that was a trout. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go over there and throw it in. Yeah, I did. It wasn't a trout, but pretty ugly catch, if you ask me. I mean, look at those barnacles on it. It's pretty weird looking. We're gonna throw them back. But I thought that was a trout laying out there. It was a fish, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. Dang it. Gosh dang it. I hooked up with another one here. Whew. Oh no. Oh no, I'm hooked up in the tree too. Oh no, I'm hooked up in another tree. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to bushwhack here. Okay. No. Okay. All right, I got him in the net, everybody. I'm gonna take him out and show it to you. I was throwing a spinner. Oh, I almost lost him. That's bad. Another beautiful rainbow here on a spinner. Gonna send him home. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I caught it on the spinner here. I'll show you guys. Little black spinner. I'm out of my Lonnie Casto specials, but I'm using these Joe's flies, these big spin ones. Threw it in this dark water here in the shade. Just demolished it. Nice rainbow, sent him back. That's the way I do her. That's awesome. Now I gotta get it out of this tree, so that was pretty cool. I actually, that spinner came off. That trout hit it so hard, it's bent. And then it hit a tree and just snapped right off, so I might put on another one here. Actually, no. I'm gonna put on a hook, but that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm just fishing a little hole like right there. Threw it in there. Pretty sweet. First cast. That's why I always gotta make sure when you're fishing for trout that your first cast is always your best, because your best chance of catching a fish is on your first cast if no one's been fishing there, because this trout probably haven't seen a bait in a while. So you always gotta make sure your first one's the best. After that, start catching them, like I said earlier in this video. You gotta maybe mess around a little bit, irritate them a little bit, get them Get them wanting it real bad. Then you just go from there. All right, everybody, my camera malfunctioned. It wouldn't turn on, but I am hooked up with another one here on the shrimp eggs. Good rainbow. Just letting it drift down current here. This one's barely hooked. I barely got him. Let's get him over here. Okay. Oh my. Oh, okay. Whew. Finally got him in there. It's a nice trout. Barely have him hooked though. One shrimp egg. All right, everybody. I actually have this one hooked right through his lip here. And he's now free. It's a nice rainbow here. We're gonna send him back. Nice rainbow. I'll be honest with you viewers out there, I like my GoPro, but in times like that where I had a really nice trout on, it can get really irritating because it all of a sudden, after catching all these fish and turning it on and off, telling it to turn it on and off, you know, it doesn't work. That's my only problem with it. Besides that, everything's good about it. I like how easy it is for a person like me who's not very good with computers and not very good at editing and stuff like that. I really like it. It's pretty simple, but times like that, really irritating. So be careful which GoPro you get. I have the Hero 7 white, so be careful on what you get. Dawson has a black, so his doesn't have any problems like that, but mine does. It's really irritating, but it's okay. I'm gonna try to throw it upstream here. Oh wait. Do I got one? What's going on here? Oh, okay, we're hooked up again. Something small here. Oh, just a small little dinky rainbow. Oh, he's going crazy. He's going crazy right now. He's going crazy. Another. Oh, that's actually really beautiful. Look at that rainbow. That's actually really beautiful. That's unreal. I really like that rainbow. Even though he's dinky compared to these other ones, really beautiful trout. All right, everybody, we're gonna send this little boy back home here. Just went home. There he goes. Man, that's awesome. That's 7. That's pretty cool. That's probably like 3 or 4 weeks in a row I've caught my limit, including the videos and with the 20 plus trout, and then the trip I went on my dad. So it's pretty neat. I love this time of year. Trout fishing is at its best. Blah. Gosh, can't talk today, but yeah, it's at its best right now. And just get these little hooks and catch these trout. Put them back in there, no problems. That's what it's all about. Catch and releasing them. I can't preach that enough to everybody out there watching this video. Catch and release, please. Make it easier on other fishermen. People can catch them, throw them back, come back a couple weeks later, catch the same trout you caught before with your kids. It's really fun. So just catch and release. I know you guys out there like to eat these fish. Yeah, I've eaten them too. They're pretty tasty. You can buy the same thing at Walmart. So with all the money you have in all your fishing gear, you might as well just go out there, Walmart, that you bought all your fishing gear at, and just buy the fish for $3 instead of paying $25 for all your trout bait and all your vest. Actually, it's probably more than 25 bucks, but whatever. That's my big preaching for the day. We're hooked up. That's another one. This thing's number 8. Jeez, cow. Put this bad boy right here in front of me. Get him in the net easy. This is another one that's right in the lip. I can't preach enough about these little hooks. That's how we do her. Man, these rainbows are hitting hard. All right, everybody, I barely got this one hooked right here in the lip. Oh. Okay. Oh, it just broke off. Oh, that's nice. That's awesome, but yeah, that's what we're talking about. Nice rainbow. You guys saw that one. That's a good one. These little hooks, they're easy to bend, and I have my hook, so it's right here on the. Oh, there it is. Yeah, these hooks are really easy to bend here. Yeah, so pretty cool. But that's number 8, I believe. So yeah, there goes my spiel about the small hooks, because I mean right here's another hook that I've had on from other fish. they can bend easy. I mean, look at that hook right there, bent to crap. But that's why we fish with these small hooks. Dawson, my dad, I know some other fishermen that started fishing with small hooks to catch and release these fish, everybody. I can't spiel on about that enough. Catch and release these trout. Just works for everyone. These trout stay in here. There's the reason that these trout are still in here a week and a half later, even in a heavy fish spot, is a lot of people around here at this particular river like to catch and release. And I'm able to catch and release these trout too. I've caught 8 of them now, and I've catch and released every single one of them. So, oh my gosh. All right, everybody, we're hooked up. This could probably be my last one of the morning here. Another nice rainbow. I haven't been filming in between just because just about every cast I'm catching them, so I'm just letting it sit out there and float down the current. Jeez, these rainbows are feisty. It's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice one. Really got this one hooked as well. Always a good thing. Get him out here for you guys. We're gonna send this boy home. He's pretty pissed. That's what it's all about right there. Whew. That's 9. Maybe that's how we roll. This is gonna be the end of this ID Outdoors episode. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us by watching these videos. I had a great time. I did not expect to catch anything. I wasn't even gonna bring my camera out, and I ended up catching 9 and a good old creek jug. So pretty cool. But this is gonna be the end of this episode. We're gonna be keep on fishing. All the videos we're making right now, we're just slaying the trout, which is awesome. I love it. So thank you guys for watching ID Outdoors. Peace.